the Cabala, or the hidden mysteries of ceremonial magic. Adapted from the Magus by Francis Barrett, 1801, is a mystical and spiritual system of profound wisdom, revealing the secret truths of the universe and the deep forces that shape the cosmos. Its teachings offer a path to spiritual enlightenment, guiding the practitioner through an intricate understanding of the divine, the soul, and the energies that govern all existence. Rooted in ancient traditions and hidden for centuries, the Cabala is a sacred science, designed not just for intellectual understanding, but also for transformative spiritual practice. It is through mastering this esoteric knowledge that the practitioner is able to transcend the limits of the material world and connect directly to the divine source of all creation. The Cabala's secrets have been passed down through generations, guarded by those initiated into its mysteries. Its wisdom was not intended for the unprepared, as its potent truths have the power to both illuminate the soul and, if misused, bring ruin. The path of the Cabala requires dedication, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to spiritual purity, for the consequences of working with such powerful forces are immense. Despite its secretive nature, the Cabala has a practical side, providing a framework for those seeking a deeper understanding of the universe and the mysteries of life. The teachings contained within its texts are designed to elevate the practitioner both spiritually and intellectually. The Cabala does not merely offer a philosophy, but a blueprint for spiritual ascension, a guide that, if followed correctly, leads the practitioner into direct communion with the divine forces that govern the universe. While the Cabala has long been associated with Jewish mysticism, its principles are universal, transcending any one tradition or religion. Its influence can be seen across the ages, from ancient Egypt to medieval alchemy, from Christian mysticism to modern ceremonial magic. This timeless system contains keys to unlocking not just personal power, but the ultimate knowledge of creation itself. The nature of the divine and the structure of the universe. At the heart of the Kabbalistic teachings is the understanding of God, who is regarded not as a remote or abstract force, but as an ever-present, living presence that permeates everything. The universe in Kabbalistic thought is not a chaotic, random system, but a divine structure of interconnected energy governed by spiritual principles. These principles are not simply intellectual constructs, but are living, breathing forces that give life and order to the cosmos. The Kabbalist sees the universe as a manifestation of divine will, with every element of creation reflecting aspects of God's nature. To understand the Cabala is to understand how divine energy flows through all things, giving rise to both the material and the spiritual realms. This energy flows through a network of channels known as the Sephiroth, which are divine emanations that represent different aspects of God's nature and will. These emanations form the foundation of the spiritual and material worlds and serve as the primary means by which the Kabbalist can access divine knowledge and power. The Kabbalist believes that the ultimate goal of spiritual practice is to return to unity with the divine, transcending the illusion of separation between the self and the Creator. This return to the source is symbolized by the Tree of Life, a powerful diagram that maps the journey of spiritual ascent. The Tree of Life consists of the 10 Sephiroth, each one corresponding to a specific aspect of God's nature and a specific stage of the soul's journey toward enlightenment. The importance of the spiritual path in Kabbalistic magic. The Cabala is not just an academic discipline. It is a spiritual path that requires deep commitment, purification, and transformation. The practitioner of Kabbalistic magic must first prepare their soul for the profound work ahead. This preparation involves shedding the impurities and distractions of the material world and aligning the practitioner's heart, mind, and body with the divine order. Purification is the first and most critical step in this process. The Kabbalist must rid themselves of all negative tendencies such as fear, greed, anger, and jealousy, emotions that block the flow of divine energy. The practice of meditation and introspection is essential, as it allows the practitioner to identify and address the internal obstacles that hinder their connection to the divine. The Kabbalist must also learn to cultivate virtues such as humility, compassion, patience, and discernment. These virtues are not mere moral qualities, but necessary aspects of the soul that allow the practitioner to remain balanced and harmonious with the higher spiritual realms. Without these qualities, the practitioner risks misusing the magical knowledge they gain, leading to spiritual stagnation or even downfall. Additionally, the practitioner must immerse themselves in prayer, study, and meditation to cultivate the necessary spiritual faculties. Prayer is the means by which the Kabbalist establishes direct communication with the divine, offering supplication and receiving guidance. Meditation, on the other hand, is the tool that stills the mind and opens the heart, allowing divine insight and inspiration to flow freely. Through these practices, the Kabbalist enters a state of heightened spiritual awareness, preparing them to engage with the divine energies of the Sephiroth. The role of the divine names and the structure of the Sephiroth central to Kabbalistic magic are the divine names, sacred words or phrases that represent the various aspects of God's nature and the spiritual forces that govern the universe. These names are not mere symbols or words. They are the very essence of divine energy, each one resonating with a specific frequency or vibration that corresponds to a particular spiritual force. By understanding and using these names, the Kabbalist can invoke the divine power contained within them to manifest change in the physical world. The divine names are closely connected to the Sephiroth, which form the structure of the Tree of Life. The 10 Sephiroth represent the different stages of creation, from the purest and most abstract levels of divine thought down to the material realm in which we live. Each Sephirah governs a particular domain of existence, such as wisdom, understanding, beauty, strength, or manifestation, and corresponds to a divine name that encapsulates that force. The first of these divine names is Aheya, representing the divine essence in its most pure and unmanifested form. This name corresponds to Kether, the crown, which is the highest Sephirah and the source of all creation. Kether is the point of origin for all of existence, and its energy is infinite, unbounded, and beyond human comprehension. From Kether emanates the divine will that shapes and sustains all things. As the divine energy flows downward through the Sephiroth, each successive Sephirah represents a more refined and differentiated aspect of God's nature. The second Sephirah, Chokmah, represents wisdom and insight, and its divine name is associated with the active, masculine energy of creation. Binah, the third Sephirah, represents understanding and the feminine aspect of divine wisdom. Together, Chokmah and Binah form the intellectual foundation of the Tree of Life, representing the dynamic interplay between masculine and feminine energies, intuition and reason. The next Sephiroth, Chesed and Gevurah, represent the forces of mercy and severity, respectively. These two Sephiroth govern the balancing of divine energy and represent the principles of love and justice. Together they form the foundation of moral and ethical understanding, allowing the Kabbalist to work in alignment with divine justice. Further down the Tree of Life, we encounter the Sephiroth of Tiferet, which represents beauty and harmony, Netzach, which represents victory and endurance, and Hod, which represents glory and splendor. Each of these Sephiroth governs a different aspect of human existence, from emotional balance to mental clarity to physical manifestation. At the base of the Tree of Life lies Yesod, which represents the foundation of the material world, and Malkuth, which represents the physical realm itself. These final two, Sephiroth, embody the connection between the spiritual and material realms, ensuring that the divine flow of energy can manifest in tangible form. The magical process, invoking divine names and understanding the Sephiroth, the core of Kabbalistic magic, lies in the practitioner's ability to align their own will with the divine will and to invoke the power of the Sephiroth to bring about transformation. This is done through the use of sacred names, meditations, rituals, and prayers that tap into the spiritual forces represented by each Sephira. By invoking the names of the Sephiroth, the Kabbalist opens themselves to divine energy, allowing it to flow through them and manifest in the world. This process requires a deep understanding of both the spiritual realms and the material world. The Kabbalist must have a clear sense of their own spiritual development and ensure that they are working in harmony with the divine plan. It is only by aligning oneself with the will of God that the practitioner can truly access the transformative power of the Cabala. In addition to invoking the divine names and studying the Tree of Life, the Kabbalist also uses a variety of magical tools, such as sacred symbols, sigils, and rituals, to aid in their work. These tools help to focus the practitioner's intention and channel divine energy more effectively. The Kabbalist must also maintain a strict discipline in their practices, for the misuse of such powerful forces can have dire consequences. Through the study and practice of Kabbalistic magic, the practitioner begins to gain greater mastery over their own soul and their relationship with the divine. As they progress along the spiritual path, they come to understand the profound interconnectedness of all things and are able to use this understanding to bring about healing, transformation, and even miracles. The ultimate goal: union with the divine. The ultimate goal of the Kabbalist is union with the divine, a return to the source from which all creation emanates. This union is not a final destination, but a continuous process of spiritual evolution, a deepening relationship with the divine. The Kabbalist works tirelessly to purify their soul, refine their consciousness, and align themselves with the divine will, so that they can serve as instruments of divine power in the world. Through this process, the practitioner becomes not only a master of spiritual forces, but also a vessel of divine love and wisdom, working for the greater good of all creation. In this way, the Kabbalistic magician is not a solitary figure seeking personal power, but a servant of the divine, devoted to the enlightenment and upliftment of the entire world.